today on behalf of Bright Euro, representing our company. And obviously we benefit from all the hard work and effort that her and her team in Cleveland have done. So I'm going to talk specifically about Bright Euro, where we are, and the things that we've learned. This is the first time I've ever commercialized a medical device. And now that we've gotten FDA clearance, there's a lot of interesting lessons learned, and this opportunity to speak with you all today actually forced me to take a step back and think about how I understand and the frameworks for how I think about business and the things that happen in the medical device industry post FDA clearance. And so excited to share this information with you all, and obviously my contact information is up here as well. So now and at the conference and outside of this, if I can ever be of resource to you all in your careers, please don't hesitate to reach out. All right. What we're doing, we're building the most advanced diagnostic sensors and data science for the field of urodynamics. Many of you know about urodynamics, so I don't need to explain this picture, but there's a lot left to be desired by this approach, and it's not because physicians want to torture their patients or wouldn't appreciate a better approach, but it's just been a limitation of the technologies. So we haven't really changed. And for those of you who know, this picture we got, it used to be a hand drawing, a cartoon from Dr. Blavis that I obtained it from. I don't know if he created this 40 years ago. We actually had to clean it up a little bit. We used Claude to help make it look better. I think it was like actually a newspaper cartoon drawing. But suffice it to say, urodynamics is the most comprehensive assessment of bladder health, but there's a lot left to be desired, and again, due to the limitations of technology, not because no one's ever thought of a better way to do it. And so what we've done, licensing the technology from the Cleveland Clinic, is taking the core technology, the Euromonitor, which is what it was previously called, and developing the foundation for what we call the Glean urodynamic system. And it's the first wireless and catheter-free method of ambulatory urodynamic monitoring, and it's also a low-cost disposable device. So one of the major challenges that you've probably heard Margot talk about, but I'll just reiterate for anybody who hasn't heard this story, is they started working on this sensors in the bladder probably in the early 2000s. And they kept at it, and then what happened over time was technology accelerated with the proliferation of smartphones and smart devices, and so over time, electronics got small enough and cheap enough that they adapted the method by which they were measuring these parameters so that it created a really meaningful and impactful business opportunity, a viable business that we're benefiting from now. And so for this technology, what you see on the screen is a small silicone tube, and inside that we shrink the entire urodynamics machine so that it fits onto a flexible circuit board and into the bladder where it records data, and then we pull the device out using a string to download that data. And so only after probably decades or close to 20 years of effort and research was it at a point where they demonstrated the technology was viable, and we were able to come in and license it shortly thereafter. And so what you see on the screen, we had to build an ecosystem around the core technology, so we built not just the sensor, we also built a female and male delivery system, we built a Euroflowmeter, and also all of the software and the apps to be able to operate the device and the procedure, and we got that through to FDA clearance last year and have been out commercial for about 9 months. Coming out of that, we did what we call a limited market release, where we're just proving and optimizing the customer experience before rapidly scaling, and this year we started to press on the gas and have had some truly incredible and exponential growth. In addition to that, another opportunity or challenge that we encountered was traditionally urodynamics is done with abdominal pressure measurements, but all of our customers today are using it despite not having abdominal pressure measurements. But after enough people have asked for that, we decided to develop that as well. So we recently got FDA clearance for an abdominal sensor. We'll be launching that in July. So now we'll have a more comprehensive offering, which is better for patients and also better for clinicians in the clinical practice as well. And so this is essentially the similar technology that we've adapted and rapidly iterated and built to get to market. We'll be launching that, like I said, in July.